的状态都是好，变成很整洁的状态，我会觉得比较快乐。
Hey you guys, this is Erico and I am back again on your screens, phone screens, computer screens, laptop screens. I am back again to give you a viral story. I also talk about East Asian pop culture as well as other current events. So, subscribe. Oh baby, or should I say, oh lord. This topic that went viral a few days ago, coming from China. This woman decided that she wanted to join all the other slew of videos of people dancing in really random, strange, awkward places. And she thought, you know what? I'm going to go and put this on Weibo, which is a Chinese social media site that everybody's on, from celebrities to regular folk. And she posted this video up and people were instantly outraged. Why were they outraged, you ask? Because it's not because she was dancing and having herself a good time flailing around her hands and looking like a Pac-Man from them old school games. No. It was because while she was dancing, people noticed the location of where she was dancing. She was in a hospital room. And her husband, who is in a coma in a vegetable state, was there behind her in a bed as she danced. So you know, people not knowing the whole story, they're gonna run with whatever narrative that they get from the image that they see. And she's dancing, and people are like, are you dancing because your husband is close to death? What's wrong with this woman? No, she dancing because he can't actually tell her what to do anymore, and she's free and she dancing. She's saying, look at me now. He's stuck here and I get to live my free life. I'm like 45, 46 years old, but hey, look at me, y'all. Hey. And people were not happy about what they saw. They were saying, why would she even post this? So people online started to really attack her. And I mean, they attacked her for days. Until finally, there was actually a story that many people didn't know. They didn't know the background story. And they come to find out that this woman actually had been taking care of her husband for 3 years. 3 years ago, he had a stroke, and it caused his brain to hemorrhage. And he's been in that state ever since. The doctor says that he will never wake up, and he will never be like he was. But she's still taking care of him. She constantly moves his body every few hours. She washes him up. She cleans the mucus out of his throat and his nose. She feeds him with food that's condensed down into paste so that he can still live. He can only really communicate with the wiggling of one finger. And she said that she actually dances because back when her husband was well, she used to dance in the square in the village that they're from with the women. And you know, this is a big thing. Chinese women, they love dancing in groups, in parks, in the middle of the square of their village. It's like a traditional thing, and it helps relieve stress. That's why there's so many videos on Weibo of people dancing in weird places. There's a man that was dancing in the hospital while his wife was having a baby. He was trying to help her reduce the labor pains. I don't know how that was gonna work, but he was dancing. There's the male housemaid that was also dancing and having himself a good time cooking in the kitchen. He looked like he was having himself a ball. And I love it. I love it. I love seeing it. I can see both sides of this. So I can see the side where people who run with whatever they see online and they come to their own conclusions about a person. Because, let's be honest, and looking at it from their side, this is a woman who is dancing while her husband is there with his mouth gaped open and she's dancing. I gotta tell the truth, I was disturbed by what I saw. Because stuff like that disturbs me. When I see someone in a state where they can't defend themselves, where they're stuck like that, and it's a medical condition, and she's dancing, I don't know why she didn't think about how the video would look before she put it up. Because she's dancing in the hospital room with her husband. And I know maybe this is like a love thing. Because she's saying, you know, I'm standing by the side of my husband. But she could have taken that video dancing anywhere else. You know, she could have been outside. She could have been with her village female friends. And they could have been having themselves a ball. I do think it's a tad bit inappropriate to be dancing in the room with your husband, mouth gaped open. He looking like he's possessed and don't know if he knows what's going on or not. It disturbed me, I'm not gonna lie. But on the other end, the people who attacked her were wrong. Because I personally would never have attacked her. I would have thought, okay, you know, like, this is weird. But they attacked her because they didn't know the full story. Now that they know the full story, she's gotten like over $1,000 from this fund saying, you know, it's for her being positive. And you know, she seems like she's having herself a good old time. I have to just look at how brave she is and how she's able to keep up being positive. And I think that's what everybody overall sees, is a woman who went through a tragedy. And she still snapped back. She's still taking care of him. She's trying to live her life the best that she can. That's love for you. There's a lot of people that something like that happened to their partner, they're gone. They're gonna be like, okay, he's not gonna be the same. I'm not taking care of him or her. I'm gonna go on, doctors. You do your job. I'll see you all on the other side. Because you know, it's just like a lot of people gonna just buckle under the pressure. And to see this woman for 3 years stay by her husband, I think it touched a lot of people. Touched my heart. I just think that the overall situation was inappropriate. So, you know, I can't jump on either side of this. I know it's definitely like, you know, don't judge a book by its cover. Because you never know what's going on behind the scenes. You never know that person's story. And I tried not to. I tried to dig more into things before I say anything or speak out on anything. Because you never know what's going on. Sometimes it's none of our business. But it is definitely a good idea to really look into stuff. So you don't look dumb. You know, when you're speaking out and you're putting all this energy into something and it turns out to be the other way around. So you guys, this is a lot to think about. Follow my social media, mostly my Instagram. Also have a blog on East Asian pop culture. The link is always in the description box below. And remember, be real, stay real, live in the real, and I will always be back. Love you guys. Thanks for watching. Put your various opinions below. I will see you guys in the next video.